I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Right choice.
That's actually a no parking sign, but I guess in this context it means stay out. There's barbed wire attached to the wooden gate. Someone's got something against unwanted visitors. All the warnings, the barbed wire, that has to make this path incredibly interesting. I'd really like to know what's behind all that. All the warnings. Aimlessly wander through the woods? No thanks. The last time I did that, I got arrested for arson and murder. Whoever drives here with a car is either quite brave or quite stupid. The spiral staircase is completely decayed. An old abandoned lighthouse. It must have collapsed many years ago.
Много-много лет назад.
I found Miss Valley's corpse here. Yes, right here. But there's no evidence of the crime to be seen. Next spring, lovers will be back here, looking out at the sea, arm in arm. Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end. The North Sea. This is where England stops. An English sky that no travel brochure can ever do justice to. The shed has also been destroyed. Now it's even uninhabitable for Ralph. The stairs originally led to the first floor. Now there's nothing there. A silent witness to the destruction. It won't be long until it's gone, too. A huge pile of rubble is all that's left of the entrance to the academy. I can consider myself lucky that I got out of there in one piece. Half of a huge archway. The academy must have been an impressive building. A huge pile of rubble. I can consider my... A busted signpost. You can hardly make... That, well, village is... I don't want to walk there, though. Dead branches on a dead tree. Looking at that makes you feel much more alive. First it was on the tree, and now it's on the ground. Blackmere Castle. My real family's home. Now I ought to go and see Victoria. Looks like a few kids have had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this. A huge lump of stone. I'm no geologist, but it doesn't look like it grew here. It's apparently a survivor of the Bronze Age, like the things at Stonehenge.
Это ты верно подметил?
The castle looks really threatening from here. The castle looks really... The gate is locked shut. One of 3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
Весьма хорошие познания для фотографа.
An empty letterbox. An empty letterbox. Oh, we've got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
Come in, Mr. Wood. Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
Please excuse the chaos. The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes. I'm a trained nurse of your...
Great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss...
Angeline. Sister Angeline.
Thank you, Sister Angelina. Can I just ask you something? Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet.
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
God, looks like a death chamber in here. Oh, I can feel a chill right to my heart. I can only hope Victoria gets better soon. A picture of a woman in white. Looks like a kind of wedding dress. That's William's name at the bottom in the corner. My great-grandfather must have painted it. Is that supposed to be Victoria in her younger years? Weird. She looks like Angelina. Or is that the other way around? Same genes after all.
Ты хочешь сказать, что она красивая, да? Да, в молодости многие были красивыми.
A room screen. It's supposed to be a barrier to prying eyes. A plush stool. Like lots of things in this room, it's red.
Каждый любит свое.
A huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and Victoria's bed. William died more than 12 years ago. A shelf with books, souvenirs, and caskets on it. Huh, probably full of memories. Hairbrushes, makeup utensils, creams. A small casket. Victoria. A small casket. Reminds me of Lady Eleanor's castle in Wales, but during better days. When Tom was holding me prisoner there 3 weeks ago, it was already half sunk in the marsh. If you look out there, you might think it's deepest winter. Or has that more to do with the chill here in the room? There are lots of cupboards. Huh, this is probably Victoria's dressing room. A bit of a deja vu moment. About 4 weeks ago, I was standing at my foster mom's sickbed. These machines were there, too. There's even a button to call the nurse here as well. Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left. Hello, Victoria? It's me, Adrian. Are you being well looked after? Did you put up the bail for me? Victoria, are you okay? Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please. I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Adrian, tell me the truth.
No, Victoria. It was Lewis. He did what Angelina... She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed...
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me. It was Angeline. Why should I believe you? Things were going well for you in America. Bates would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, you're too weak. His ghost rides you like a child rides a... Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
Adrian!
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs you.
Yes, I'm
Just
sorry.
go, please.
Now it's not just everyone in the village that hates me. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy.
Подожди-ка. Эдриан, мы должны доказать, что ты невиновен, что Анжелина действительно стояла на этом. Нам надо найти ее дневники, ее записи, все, что можно было только найти. Давай просто походим везде и обязательно что-нибудь найдем. Не волнуйся, мы справимся. Первым делом мы еще должны этому гаду набить в отеле морду.
Then let's see what Murray's got to say in his defense.
Мюррей? Да он умрет.
There are a few steps leading down.
Не пойдешь?
Definitely not drinking.
Mr. Michaels! Welcome back to Gordon's Palace. We missed you here.
How's that? The last time we saw each other was Thursday, 3 weeks ago, when you threw me out.
Thrown out of the hotel?
The thing with the sewers, the secret...
Really? Oh, yeah. I hope you're not going to bear a grudge. You'll also understand that I couldn't hold you, but you can have another, a bigger, nice...
So you've remembered then? Very good. Then please go right back to the police and tell them that
Was that the same day? Are you...
Two-faced snake! I insist you march down to the...
Mr. Michaels, you're free.
I'm only out on bail.
Oh, my congratulations. Oh, I'm sure
You
that...
can't be serious. Thanks to you,
Mr. Michaels, I really am... My own credibility would be on the line if I were to...
Unless what? Come on, spit it out and quip. Otherwise, I promise you that the murder series...
No. Admittedly, I'd be the last one who stand. All the same, I would like a photo.
So they can send me straight into the madhouse.
Okay, think about it. A watertight...
You are one nasty duck.
I'll even give you a camera to take it with. My best one.
Yeah. Does it still work using a lever?
It's a collector's piece. One of the first instant film cameras on the European market. 15 years ago, a very well-groomed gentleman. So, you can say that I obtained it...
That's okay. I'll work it
But
out.
that's not all. I've got another... And free food and lodgings for as long as you wish, Mr. Michaels.
You really are a few cards short of a full...
Mr. Michaels,
What?
forget the woods. In front of the castle would definitely...
And people think I'm crazy. Huh. Blackmere Castle in poster format. I wonder who would hang this kind of thing above their bed.
Я повесила.
The Willow Creek Telegraph. The guests need to be kept up to date with what the murderer is up to. A big trolley for the masses of baggage, the tourists that flock. This is information about all the attractions Willow Creek has. The Murder Museum. The crime... Huh, what have we got here? Bloody greetings from the Murder Village. See Blackmere Castle. A bowl of apples. Probably poisoned. A telephone. Murray, my favorite hotelier. Obliging, helpful. A telephone.
Ладно, раз просят сделать фотографию, так сделаем. Ого! Быстро!
Murray wants a posed photo. Oh, he's even put a knife in the Samuel Gordon rucksack. A rucksack with a contorted image of my father's face. Whatever, I'll sue him. Oh well. A photo of me in front of the castle.
По крайней мере, перемещение здесь быстрое есть. Не то, что как в Скайриме, но лучше, чем ничего.
A photo of me in front of the castle. So there, you've got your stupid photo.
Oh, I can hardly recognize a thing.
Me in front of the castle as agreed.
I'm sure you know how important my...
Murray.
Okay, okay.
First, go to the...
All right, then I'll go
And
to...
I'm a possessed
I
man.
suggest taking a rest in your room.
It really could use... Back there's just a little sitting area. The room looks almost... I bet Murray got a disc. While I'm here, I may as well put...
Тебе письмо, Эдриан.
Huh. I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet yet, which is why I'm just gonna send you clues. Huh. That's a bit confusing. He doesn't have an interest in proving my innocence. And anyway. But who else knows I'm living here in the hotel? And I ought to find out where the graveyard is. They've covered up the ugly gray carpet with an even uglier beige carpet. Great idea. An antiquated thing for antiquated backsides. A couple of standard pictures from a catalog. The only thing I brought with me from Boston is a jacket, and I keep that on day and night. views of Willow Creek. At least it's better than portraits of my... There's only atmospheric noise. You probably have to... The floor plan of the hotel. All of the rooms are drawn on it. Huh, Murray's office is right next to my room. Lifted clean off its hinges.
There's nothing for you in...
Как же ты поспишь тогда, Эдриан? Может, на другую сторону просто перейти? Я уже ничего не помню. Что нужно делать-то, кстати?
I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet you.
Послание могилы его отца, Сэмюэля.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr.
Murray, do you know where
A
the
graveyard?
I'm not up for resting anymore.
I'm sure you can't mean the graveyard behind the hotel. It's being redone right now.
It's being what?
I've had it removed for the time being, so I can... It means I can charge more for some of the rooms.
You've had the Gordon family graves leveled?
To be quite honest, there was only Lothar Golden's grave there. The family crypt is in the churchyard at Wormhill.
Ah, right. In what? See you, Murray.
Back to work.
A photo of me in front of the cat. There are a few steps leading down.
Наверное, надо будет пойти к лесу. Да, там.
According to the map, this stream's called Old Wansford. Wormhill Church, 800 years old and no spire. Very unusual. There might be bells behind the slats. In that case, they are small auxiliary bell towers. A fortified tower with battlements. That might have been more essential than a bell tower. Ancient headstones. It looks like the design hasn't changed in hundreds of years. This part looks like it's been pushed in. Wonder if it was a... That's quite a recent grave. There are even a few... That's quite a recent grave. That's quite a recent grave. There are even a few flowers still lying on it. This is where Miss Valley is buried. Murdered by my cursed sister. This is where Miss Valley... Gravestones without names. This certainly isn't a well-groomed graveyard. Most of the graves are overgrown with twining. Wow, the fence has really been battered. If we were in India, I would say it was a herd of elephants. That's the Gordon family crypt. The musty skeleton. I'm not interested in paying. That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in August 1981. No idea why he wasn't buried in the family crypt.
Он упал с большой высоты и умер. Посчитали его как самоубийцей. И поэтому, наверное, его не похоронили здесь.
The wall has collapsed right in the middle without having a... Locked. That's probably the priest. Locked. That's probably the...
Значит, не зайти внутрь. Ух ты, господи.
Who's that? Doesn't look like... Hey, you there. Good morning.
What the? Oh, I'm sorry, lad. I must have nodded off.
In the confession box?
The bench has a cushion on it, at least.
You're not the priest, are you?
God forbid. I'm Mark, the grave digger.
There's a fresh grave in
That'll be Sally's, the young cook from the castle. The poor thing. The fire didn't really make any difference. But Bates isn't here.
Just like Lady Eleanor, I assume.
Yes, there's still plenty of space in the crypt.
Why not?
Well, there are just too many murderers and suicides.
Why? What happens?
Well, they're buried anonymously, without any religious ceremony.
Isn't that what they used to do, honey?
Perhaps where you come from. But we're in war, mate.
You don't happen to know he must have been buried in 1981.
So many people died here 12 years ago. Good and evil alike. You'd be better off talking to Father.
Where would I find the priest then?
Today? Well, you won't find him at all. He left around midday. Some conference.
You must have a lot to do around here, being the...
Oh, that's right. My job here is quite secure.
It's quite a woody area.
That's also supposed to be the reason it's such a...
The evil of the woods?
Or have experienced it themselves.
No.
They say there's plenty to see. Murderous lords of the... There are many stories about it.
The woods around Willow Creek.
Yes, and the number of wild boars in there is uncanny. I've known them to trap, but I've got some crap. The priest gave his permission.
Do you know Wormhill well?
Of course, but it's just a few houses on the back of the woods. There's more life in...
No, I'm just trying to get an idea.
Looking around this graveyard would give you a better idea of the place. And...
Thanks for the tip, but I'm in no hurry.
Maybe Death's in a hurry to come and get you.
I'd better be going.
Keep your eyes peeled.
There are some phrases from the Bible. Behold the Lamb of God. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. For many are called, but few. Oh, is it that late already? Those must be wild boars. Or demonic hell. Whoa! I better get out of here fast. odd?
Это было уже слишком.
Calm before the storm? I think I better wait until those beasts have lost their appetite. A padlock, the really sturdy variety.
Вот это кошмар.
It's fastened shut. A padlock. An old bucket. Oh, I hope that... What the hell?
Какая
Nothing more to
красивая
see.
женщина. Наверное, это была жена Мордреда.
A
Точно не
rusty
знаю,
old
но
garden
возможно.
implement. That almost looks the same as the shredder in the...
Ты руку туда не
There's
суй.
something lying in...
Э,
It's soft, damp, and cold. Yuck. No thanks. I don't really want to know what's died. An oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. An oil lamp. Doesn't seem all that old. Maybe it still works. Ah, that's better. I can see now. A couple of luminous smiley stickers. Whoever. Damn, don't say somebody. There's something lying under the bed.
А?
Gotcha. A cardboard box. I can't decipher it. The word definitely...
О,
A rag doll.
Ральф?
Pretty ugly and worn out. I recognize it. Yep, that's his doll. Mr. Strange. How'd it get here? And why is Ralph... What else have we got?
О,
A luminous sticker with a smiley on it. And a cork. This must be Ralph's shack. Peculiar I think I know where that mysterious shadow... Well, how about that? And so the key... The rusty key from the... I'm guessing that's paint thinners or gasoline. A file. Huh. The escape tool of choice. In the comics, at least. Fits. As I thought. So let's have a look. Damn. That looks like one of the robes and the masks from... But at the same time, it's also proof that the
Whoa!
There's some paper. Seems to be a letter to the Order. Unable to stop the evil, already sacrificed. His objective or something happened. I'm not completely certain, but it appears to be a request that would explain why the robe is in the shack. Perhaps I'll find something useful after all. A corkscrew and a yardstick. They... Whoa, a chainsaw. I've got a feeling that this baby's gonna come in handy. Another door.
Может, не надо?
Was kinda obvious. There's storage behind it for logs. It stretches right to the door. There's no getting through here. There's no gas in the chain.
Черт.
The tank's just about half full. Hopefully that'll be enough. The floorboards here sure creak. The floorboard. Interesting. There's at least half a meter of space below the boards. The next time I'm being pursued by hellhounds and hide in a shack, I'll look out. I won't be able to manage that. I'm gonna need a bigger tool. The file is worn down. At the very most, you could file your finger. I filled up the chainsaw, but the tank's lid is missing. I don't think it's a good idea to start it up as it is. All right, that ought to hold. Now we can get... I'll just cut myself a trapdoor in the floor. It can also be closed again. Cool. I can sneak outside through the...
Я на всякий случай сохранюсь.
Good. Let's try it.
Только бы пронесло. Только осторожнее, Эдриан, осторожнее.
Good. No wild beasts for miles. Weird. No tracks. No!
Эдриан! Это было страшновато. Ох, 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 ох.
Describe what you saw.
I saw myself as a child. I was playing with my sister in the woods. It's not far away from the castle. I could see it behind the tree.
Could you make out who it is?
No, he had his back to me. But something...
What's happened?
My sister, she's fallen in a hole. She's...
Adrian, you're not there anymore. Remember?
I don't know. You woke me up before I could help her.
I didn't wake you up, Adrian. You woke up of your own accord. It would appear everything...
Or I just can't remember.
The memory is still there. You just need to...
It's easy for you to say.
Perhaps you should tackle this memory in a conscious state. Try and find the place in the woods that you saw. You need an anchor in the present.
If you say so.
And with regards to the hallucinations, I've ordered a medication.
Very good. I'll take it. At least you can rely on conventional
Please take this prescription and give it to a buyer in the shop. She'll give you the medication.
Oh. She's...
In a little village like this, everyone has...
My head's still pounding. Lucky that Murray found me in the woods yesterday. I probably would have. I should get this medication as soon as possible. And I could ask the inspector. And I've got an appointment with the priest, too. It can't be that difficult to... Oh, and I should find that ominous place in the woods. Enjoy it, Darren. It's gonna be a long day.
Ты не Дэрен, ты Эдриан. Запомни ты это уже наконец, дорогуша.
Closed. Strange. The shop... A barrel. It says... Hey, Matt. So,
So, how are we?
I wouldn't joke about it if I
That's
was...
supposed to
Let's
be...
say more, well...
You really have got
So, what
not
exactly...
half as much as
Have fun.
Oi, arsehole! When you miss me...
Will do. Just look at that. That's Abaya's mailbox. The package is from a tea supplier. Either the postman's quite lazy, or he doesn't like Murray. Maybe I should take the... What else is there?
Таблетки.
That must be mine. I'll leave the prescription in the barrel, so Abaya knows. The medication that Dr. Winnabow. Halo Paradox. For the treatment of acute psychosis with... Oh, great. She's the... A packet of tea from Murray. An access point to the... Just a pile of... That must be the Glance River. Hey, Zach.
What do you want now?
Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just a bit busy. The inspector hasn't been here all morning, and I have to do...
Abaya's shop is closed.
No.
By the way, I was in the woods last night and I got chased. I got locked in, but I managed to... Then I fell unconscious.
You just can't help yourself, am I right?
You look so bored. Where's the inspector?
Cafe.
Or maybe you can help me.
Murray? Yes, he was here. Wanted to discuss something.
Do you know what
I
it
can't
was?
tell you that.
Goodbye, Constable.
Hmm.
Опять она.
Huh. There's Bobby, the village idiot. Well, no. Hello, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Darren. Is it true?
No, Bobby, you don't need to be scared.
The others said that...
You shouldn't believe everything people tell you, Bobby.
That's what... Talk?
Aren't you working in...
No. Mrs. Poth sent me away.
The mayor has sent you away?
I didn't take enough care.
Oh. Tell me, Bobby.
Yeah, but I don't like...
What's your brother Tom up to, then?
I don't know. He's not around much right now. But that's good, too. He's...
Are you working here now?
Yeah. But not for money. But for Denise. She's my new girlfriend.
And what does Edward...
Nothing. He gives me a cloth.
I get it. And is Denise happy?
Yeah, she gives me muffins and chocolate.
That's kind of her.
But I don't want to have it for nothing. I'll pay for it later.
That's nice of you, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Denise is much prettier than Mrs. Pup.
The waiter, Edward, is he
He'd
pleased?
send me away, but I always came. Then he said that if I make myself useful, I can stay. I'm not allowed to. I don't like it.
I don't like that either.
Edward said as well that if I touch a cake, then I'll have to eat it. And they don't give me coffee anymore.
I'd better be going.
Okay.
How you doing?
Wonderfully. What can I do for you, sir?
Has the inspector been
No,
here?
sir. I haven't seen him all day.
And Denise?
Denise has also disappeared.
Both of them not?
No.
I'd better be going.
Please, do us the honor again soon.
Flower vase or coffee cup? Probably both.
Окей.
Weird. Murray is...
Hey, very interested. We can check this
Murray?
place.
Doesn't... Hello? How come Murray's involved with the law? I can't believe it's a receipt for my bail. Signed by the judge. What the hell is this guy?
What are you doing here?
Actually, I just wanted to be nice and but then I found I'd like some answers. What are you up to?
You know, Mr. Michaels, it's very simple. I believe in your innocence.
Yeah, sure. A miser like you risks 5,000 pounds in order to help a complete stranger. Nonsense.
I'd suggest you just be happy you're free and we
Oh no, you're not getting away from me that easily. I want to know what you're up to, Murray. I want to hear it.
Mr. Michaels, you know how it is. When something terrible happens somewhere, people these days are quickly bored and want to see something new. And honestly, it's been 3 weeks since you
I don't
last
believe
killed.
it. You paid the bail in hope that I'd start to murder people? Just so your damn hotel is fully booked?
Don't get so upset, Mr. Michaels.
You're totally insane.
You should be thankful, Mr. Michaels. No one else. You have no friends in Willow Creek. You're a lonely maniac. You have no one but me, and you should be...
Let room service know I'm checking out. I don't get it. I've got nothing to say to that guy. A guest book. I'm definitely...
Ты бы мог бы там написать. Управляющий психопат. Теперь можем пойти в приход. Господи, вот так не хочется идти, правда, в ту сторону, где эти звери. Ой, ребят, я так никогда не пугалась.
Then I've got enough time to search in the woods for that place.
Окей. Раз ты так хочешь, значит, пойдем в ту хижину. Проверим хотя бы, может быть, там рай.
This shack is even creepier. I'm not at all interested in it. Fortunately, the shack is built on stilts. A rainbow. Dragging track. Apparently, this is where Murray rescued me. These are provisions for the winter. Although I... Just don't touch, or everything will collapse. Perhaps it used to be a lumberjack's cabin. Now it's... It's really overgrown back there. And foggy, too. It wouldn't surprise me if some undead ghoul.
Ты уже вчера натолкнулся. Ой, до сих пор страшно.
What was that? Am I having them in the mornings now? What does this little man in my subconscious want to tell me? I better pop one of those pills. A locked the barbed wire. Something about this place reminds me of my hypnotized dream. Aimlessly wander. Wow, he's a real thick wire. Something about this place reminds.
Ну и как ты туда пойдешь? Можно, конечно, пойти в академию, но...
A huge pile. I can consider myself.
Это все не здесь. Точно не здесь.
That's barbed wire. It was invented to block foot soldiers. Once you get caught, the more you try to free yourself, the worse it gets. And slowly but surely you bleed to death. That's the more you try to... no. I don't feel like getting barbed wire wrapped around my leg.
Тогда нам нужно найти какой-то инструмент.
I have no idea where that path leads. I don't.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
Shit! Sorry, guys. Так, ладно, ребята, тогда давайте пока что здесь остановимся, потому что у меня после этих волков осталось очень жуткое впечатление. Встретимся с вами в следующей серии. С вами была Брина и Black Mirror 3 «Последние страхи».